what's going on, guys? Welcome to this little video slash tutorial slash whatever on how to beat the Bellfry Gargoyles. Before we start off this video, I'm just gonna say this is not live commentary, and I did not prepare for this commentary anyway, so I'm just gonna improvise here and talk based on what happens in the video. So first I want to start off with a few side notes on why I decided to make this into a tutorial. Because a lot of people seem to be having an issue with killing the Bellfry Gargoyles and even getting to them. Now, the Bellfry Gargoyles are located in Bellfry Luna, which is an area you can reach after killing the 3 sentinels in the Lost Bastille. You need to use a Pharaoh's Lockstone to get to those gargoyles, and then you need to ring the bell on top of the tower, and then you can go and fight them. Now, what is so hard about this fight? It's not necessarily the fight that is extremely hard, but the whole area. Inside Bellfry Luna, the government of the Bellkeepers is located, and Bellfry Luna is their territory. Now, what is the mission of the government of the Bellkeepers? Their mission is to avoid anyone from doing anything with the bell or with the gargoyles. So if you join their government, you will be automatically summoned to all people of their worlds to kill them so they cannot ring the bell. How often does this happen? Well, pretty much all the time when you are within Bellfry Luna. Like, you literally can't walk around for 10 minutes without being invaded by someone. And this makes the whole area really annoying, and it makes it really hard to even get to the gargoyles in the first place. How do you avoid this? Well, what I did is I plugged out my internet cable, so I would not play multiplayer, I would play in offline mode. And other players would not be able to invade my world at that point, but they will actually make an AI invade your world. The fun thing about the AI is you can still go into the boss fight, and he will be banished from your world, and so he cannot follow you into the boss fight. And that's different than when it are players. When there are other players, you cannot enter the boss fight, so you will either have to kill him or they will have to kill you. So it's really useful to just turn off your internet and go in a boss fight. Now, the boss fight itself is extremely hard as well. In total you have to beat 5 Bellfry Gargoyles, which is really hard to do. It's not an easy task. Is it harder than beating those players? No, because you can just turn your internet off. Or yes, because you can turn your internet off with the invaders. So the fight itself is actually significantly harder. What was my tactic during this video? Well, first of all, initially there will only be 2 gargoyles. What I do is I immediately go to the left of the roof. So when you enter, you go to the left of the first gargoyle that will spawn, and you can get either 1 or 2 hits on him, which will give you a huge advantage later on, because if you use the Drangelic Sword, they only require about 4 to 5 hits to take it down. So you already got half the HP of one of the 5 gargoyles. Now, as soon as you've damaged the total, because the health that you see at the bottom of the screen is the total of all the gargoyles together. As soon as you've killed 90% of their collective health, then a 3rd gargoyle will spawn, if you did not kill the other one yet. And if you kill the other one as well, he will still spawn. The same thing happens at, I think, at 80, 70 and 60%, or if your fight is taking too long, they will spawn as well. So, eventually you'll be up against at least 3 Bell Gargoyles, and you want to avoid getting 4, because having 4 gargoyles fight at the same time is just insane. In this video I had a few moments where I did have to do this, but fortunately I got away with it. So what is my tactic? My tactic is just keep walking around, keep dodging their attacks, and do not shield them unless you really have to, until you see 1 gargoyle by himself who just attacks you. Why did he have you attack just a few moments ago? Well, if I attacked you, he has to regain his strength before he can attack you again. So he's got a weak spot at that moment, and you can hit him and get away before he can attack you again. Because obviously when you are using melee, you get within his attack range to damage him. So you want to get out of there as soon as possible without getting damage. Now, this fight is really based both on luck, which attacks the enemies will use, and what combos they'll do together, because there are a few really deadly combos between them, and it's also based on timing and skill. So you really just have to keep running around and wait for a weak spot to open at them, and then you want to damage them. Now, when do you not want to attack the Bellfry Gargoyles? One of the moments that you do not want to attack them is when they're all in one big group, like really close together. Even if one of them has used this attack and you could damage him without him attacking back immediately, the other Bellfry Gargoyles will hit you and potentially kill you, so you want to avoid that. You want to keep them split up as much as possible and then damage them one by one. My advice would be focusing one Bellfry Gargoyle at a time, so you can take it down systematically, and that way you have to fight the least amount of gargoyles at the same time. Because if you're fighting 4 gargoyles and then you kill one of them, you fight 3, and then the last gargoyle may spawn. But if you keep taking them down systematically, then it's a good possibility that you will only have to fight 2 gargoyles at the same time, and sometimes even one of them. So you really want to focus on one of them. Now, I understand that's really hard since they all look exactly the same, and eventually in the fight you'll be up against 3 or 4 gargoyles, and you'll easily lose sight of the one you're focusing. Now, at that point you just want to hit any gargoyle you can hit without being hit yourself. This fight is all about giving and gaining. There's no way you're gonna do this fight without being hit, but you need to calculate the risks. How many of the gargoyles use their attacks and cannot attack me for a short moment? Can I damage a gargoyle in that short moment? If yes, then do it. You might get hit for it, but you have got the essence flasks and you have got the life gems. So it's really about calculating the risks, and it's just try to give a little of your own health to get a lot of their health. That's what the whole fight is about. How many times did I attempt to do this fight? I think around, I don't know, 11 times. The reason that I'm soloing the fight is it's just literally impossible to summon any allies in the area, because to summon allies you need to restore your humanity, and at that point other players can still invade you, so you shut off your internet, you cannot summon any allies either. Which is the main reason why I soloed it. And I'm pretty sure this is the best way to do it, because when you do keep your internet on, and even if you summon someone, the chance you'll be killed by an invader is still very, very big. So yeah. Another tactic, just a few side notes of when you can attack the enemy gargoyles. As soon as they're flying, they're not targetable by melee champions. You can range them and you can magic them, but obviously you cannot melee them. Now, when do they have really weak spots? One of their main weaknesses is exactly when they are breathing their fire. As soon as they're breathing the fire, you need to walk around the fire and then attack the gargoyle. He'll be busy with his attack for about, I think, 2 to 3 seconds, and after that he won't attack you for another 1 to 1.5 seconds. In this time you can deal significant damage and you can potentially even kill him. So when they're using the fire breath, it's a great time to strike if you can reach them. But once again, be aware of all the enemies around you. You do not want to get stuck in the middle of 4 gargoyles, because that's just your death sentence at that point. So yeah, you really want to keep watching out. It's a hard fight, do not stress, keep calm. And I also made a fully written tutorial on the Steam forums. I will link you to that in my video, so you can read the tutorial itself as well. And that's pretty much everything I want to say. So as you see here, I beat the gargoyle. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking, subscribe, comment, sharing. What up guys, I'd like to thank you for watching, and see you next time.